Listen to me carefully because this is where transformation begins. Consistency beats intensity. Yes, you heard me right. It's not about spending 10 hours once a month reading a book or taking a course. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Even when the world is telling you to rest, to relax, to postpone. Those small steps, those tiny actions you take day after day, they build momentum. They create habits, and habits shape your destiny. Imagine planting a seed. You don't water it once and expect a tree overnight. You water it every day. Some days it feels like nothing is happening, and that's okay. That's the point where most people give up. They expect instant results, but life's magic happens in the invisible work, in the quiet repetition. Now think about your own life. The skills you want, the knowledge you crave, the mastery you dream of. It all comes from consistent effort. Read a page today, tomorrow read another. Watch a short tutorial, apply one small lesson. Day after day, piece by piece, you are building a library in your mind, a fortress of strength in your soul. And here's the truth that will blow your mind. Those small actions compound. They multiply. One day, you wake up and you're not the same person you were yesterday, last month, or last year. That growth, it's unstoppable. It cannot be taken away from you. So I urge you, don't wait for motivation to hit you like a lightning bolt. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Take imperfect action consistently. Show up for yourself every day. Even 5 minutes is better than 0. Those 5 minutes repeated every single day are worth more than 100 hours crammed in a panic. This is the secret. Daily effort, repeated relentlessly, becomes your superpower. Your future self will thank you for the discipline you practice today because consistency is not just a habit, it is the engine of your greatness. Listen to me closely, because this is the spark that can ignite your entire journey. Curiosity is your superpower. You must never stop asking questions. Never stop wondering. Never stop exploring. Life rewards those who refuse to settle for I don't know, or that's just how it is. Curiosity pushes you beyond comfort zones. It challenges your mind to see possibilities where others see limits. When you approach life with curiosity, every conversation, every challenge, every mistake becomes a lesson, becomes an opportunity to grow. Imagine a child constantly asking, constantly learning. That child doesn't fear the unknown. That child embraces it. You must bring that same energy into your own life. Curiosity fuels creativity. It makes you notice patterns, see connections, and discover solutions that are invisible to others. When you are curious, you are not content with the surface. You dive deeper, you probe, you explore, you experiment. And yes, curiosity sometimes brings failure, but that's not a setback. That's the classroom of life opening its doors. Every why you ask, every how you question, every what if you ponder adds layers to your understanding. It sharpens your mind, strengthens your perspective, and arms you with insights that ordinary people miss. Here's the truth that will shake you. If you stop being curious, you stop growing. Your mind becomes stagnant, your potential trapped in a cage of routine. But if you cultivate curiosity, if you chase knowledge like it's a treasure hunt, you will discover doors you never even knew existed. Curiosity makes learning irresistible. It transforms challenges into adventures, failures into teachers, and every ordinary day into a journey of discovery. So I urge you, never let your curiosity die. Ask, explore, question, dive deep, and embrace the unknown with hunger and courage, because curiosity is not just a trait, it is the rocket fuel for your mind and the compass to your extraordinary life. Listen to me carefully, because this is where most people get stuck. They think self-education is just about books, lectures, or certificates. But let me tell you, true learning goes far beyond pages in classrooms. Life itself is the greatest teacher you will ever have if you are willing to pay attention. Every conversation you have, every mistake you make, every challenge you face, every experience you go through, these are all lessons disguised as ordinary moments. You might feel lost sometimes, confused or frustrated, But those are the exact moments where growth is happening. If you look closely, life is constantly giving you opportunities to expand, to evolve, to sharpen your mind and strengthen your spirit. Think about it. Watching someone else succeed, listening to their story, observing how they solve problems, adapting their strategies. This is education too. Learning doesn't have to come in the form of textbooks. It can come from podcasts, from online courses, from documentaries, from mentorship, even from failures. And failures, oh yes, failures are the most honest teachers you will ever meet. They show you where you need to improve, where your blind spots are, and where your courage can grow. Stop fearing failure. Stop running from mistakes. They are priceless lessons that no classroom can replicate. Self-education also means being intentional with your time, choosing knowledge over distraction, curiosity over convenience. Every small effort you make to learn something new, every insight you capture, every skill you practice, compounds over time into mastery. It shapes your thinking, transforms your habits, and expands your perspective. You start seeing solutions where others see problems, opportunities where others see obstacles. The world rewards those who learn constantly, not just those who memorize. So I urge you, open your mind, embrace every source of learning, pay attention to life's lessons, and treat every day as a chance to educate yourself beyond limits. Because real growth comes when you learn from everything. Not just books, listen to me. Because this is where courage meets growth. Overcoming the fear of ignorance is one of the most powerful steps you can take in your life. So many people are held back, trapped, and paralyzed because they are afraid to admit they don't know something. They hide behind pride, pretending to have all the answers, fearing judgment, fearing that asking questions makes them look weak. But let me tell you this. Admitting that you don't know is not weakness, it is strength. It is honesty. It is the first step toward real learning, toward true self-education. Every time you say, I don't know, but I want to learn, you are breaking chains, you are opening doors, and you are giving yourself permission to grow. Fear of ignorance kills potential. It makes people stay small, settle for mediocrity, and repeat the same mistakes over and over. But when you face it head on, when you embrace it with humility and curiosity, something magical happens. You start seeking knowledge actively. You reach out, you ask, you read, you practice. You stop waiting for answers to fall into your lap and start creating your own path. And yes, it is uncomfortable at first. Yes, you will feel vulnerable. But every step you take through that discomfort strengthens your confidence, sharpens your mind, and builds resilience. Think about the greatest leaders, innovators, and thinkers. Do you think they had all the answers from the beginning? No. They asked questions. They admitted when they didn't know. They learned relentlessly. Their courage to confront ignorance became their superpower. And you can do the same. Stop fearing what you don't know. Stop pretending to be perfect. Embrace humility, embrace curiosity, embrace the willingness to learn every day, because that fear you feel right now is nothing compared to the power and freedom you will gain when you choose growth over ego, learning over pride, and courage over comfort. Listen carefully, because this is the turning point where knowledge transforms into power. Learning, without action, is like holding treasure and never opening the chest. So many people spend years reading, studying, attending courses, and filling their minds with information, yet nothing changes in their lives. Why? Because knowledge alone is powerless if it is not applied. True self-education is not about collecting facts or memorizing theories. It is about taking what you learn and using it to create results, to shape your habits, and to transform your reality. Every idea you grasp, every skill you acquire, must be put into practice, or it simply disappears like smoke. Think about it. How many brilliant strategies, life-changing concepts, or techniques have you read about but never tried? Those missed opportunities are wasted potential. Action is the bridge between learning and achievement. When you apply your knowledge, you solidify it, you understand it on a deeper level, and you turn abstract ideas into tangible outcomes. Start small. Start today. Implement one thing you learn immediately, test it, refine it, and repeat. That is how mastery is built. That is how excellence is achieved. Learning without doing is vanity, learning with doing is empowerment. And here's the secret. The world rewards action, not just thought. Ideas are everywhere, but only those who act create impact, change, and success. Every failure that comes from action is more valuable than 10 successes from inaction because failure teaches lessons that theory never can. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. Take imperfect action consistently, and your life will start to change in ways you cannot imagine. Knowledge becomes wisdom, ideas become results, and learning becomes power when you apply it relentlessly. The transformation is not in reading more, it is in doing more, and your future depends on the courage you have today to turn thought into action. Listen closely, because this is the ultimate truth. Self-education is not just about gaining knowledge, it is about building freedom, power, and independence in your life. Every skill you learn, every insight you gain, every habit you cultivate through daily learning makes you less dependent on others and more in control of your destiny. Imagine a life where your decisions are informed, where your mind is sharp, where you are capable of solving problems, creating opportunities, and adapting to any challenge that comes your way. That is the life self-education gives you, and it is available to anyone willing to commit to it every single day. When you educate yourself consistently, you become unstoppable. No one can take your knowledge from you. No circumstances, no failures, no setbacks can diminish what you have built inside your mind. Your education becomes a shield, a weapon, and a source of confidence. You start to see the world differently. You notice opportunities where others see obstacles, solutions where others see problems, and paths where others see walls. Your independence grows because you are no longer waiting for someone else to teach you, to guide you, or to rescue you. You are capable of leading yourself, making informed decisions, and creating the life you desire. And here's the power that most people miss. Self-education transforms not just your mind, but your spirit. It gives you the courage to take risks, the wisdom to choose wisely, and the resilience to overcome failures. It builds confidence that comes from competence, not arrogance. It gives you the freedom to think critically, act intentionally, and shape your own future. When you commit to learning every day, you are investing in yourself, your independence, and your ability to thrive in a world that is constantly changing. Your mind becomes your greatest asset, and through that you unlock a life of endless possibilities, control, and true freedom.